don't let the fear of not being perfect stop you from even trying. Well, hey there, I hope you're having a great day today. My name's Cody and I want to thank you so much for stopping by. So, last week it has just been one of the craziest weeks I've had for my little journey on this channel here. You know, we've had, gosh, it was like over 100 new subscribers, so if you're one of those, welcome. It's so nice to have you here, and if you're a long-time subscriber, always appreciate you watching my videos and hanging out with me. We also had a video that just went crazy, got 1,800 views, and I think that spurred a lot of this new interest in what we're doing here. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for hanging out here and checking out what we're getting up to. It's so awesome to see this channel grow and for people to get inspiration and just some enjoyment out of what we're doing here. So that, yeah, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who's taken some time out of their day to watch the videos, to subscribe, to like. I guess liking the videos is a huge boost on the old algorithm there, so thank you for that. And yeah, so just a huge thank you for supporting me in my little journey here. So as I'm sure you've gathered by now, we are still inside. It is not very friendly out there. We had a cold snap here, got down to -20, which isn't terrible, but it's not necessarily ideal to be working outside. There's not much to do outside this time of year anyway, so that's why we're focusing a little bit more on the indoor stuff for a little bit. And what we want to do today is actually build off of a previous video. So in a previous video, I made a few tinctures, and I just want to touch on a couple of things here. First of all, I love this community that we're growing here. There were a few of you who watched the video and noticed that I made a mistake. Now, if you know what that mistake is, thank you for pointing it out. I'm learning a lot of this stuff too as I'm doing it. So it's so nice that the community and that you feel so engaged or connected to the content to correct me when I make mistakes. You know, I think that's what it's all about, right? Just trying it and doing it. And when mistakes are made, every single person who left a comment or wrote an email or whatever was so friendly and so polite in letting me know. And if you're not sure what the mistake was, that's fine. I'm going to cover it, I guess, right now. So when I did the measuring for the tinctures, it was 5 parts liquid to 1 part plant material. And what I did was I weighed both of those materials in weight, so ounces. And the mistake was that for measuring liquid, you have to measure that in fluid ounces. And so that was my big boo-boo. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for, I guess, pointing that out to me. I really do appreciate that. Like I say, I'm still learning and I can learn a lot from you guys too. So that's awesome. I also learned, however, that, but also, that the difference between a fluid ounce and I guess like a weight or a dry ounce of the vodka that we use was roughly 4%. So this batch of tinctures that I made, the 5 to 1, is going to be about 4% off of what is recommended. But even in that, I guess, there's a lot of wiggle room, I guess, if you want to say. Different plant materials going to require different amounts of liquid to extract all of the chemical compounds, all the active constituents from the plant material anyway. So you can do a 1 to 10 on some herbs, you can do a 1 to 1 on other herbs. 1 to 5 is always just a good kind of middle of the road. You can't go wrong. And the mistake, like I said, that I made was that I measured everything for weight and not for fluid ounces. So anyway, thank you for those of you who pointed that out to me. I appreciate that you were so kind and gentle. Putting yourself out on the internet, you know, it's a nerve-wracking experience. I'm quite introverted. I'm a pretty shy person in general. And doing these sorts of things, I guess doing these videos for me is just kind of an exercise to get better at public speaking and I guess learn a lot about it too. You know, outside in the garden, I'm quite confident, quite comfortable. Inside with the herbalism and the tinctures and all those sorts of things, I'm learning. So it's so nice that we have a community growing up around my journey here that's willing to be supportive and encouraging, you know. So thank you. Not one of you were mean, so I really do appreciate that. And yeah, it's a great opportunity to learn. So anyway, without any further ado, what I want to do today is get these tinctures. They've been sitting for about, oh gosh, a couple of weeks at least now. And what we need to do is we need to extract all the liquid out of them. And there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. What I'm going to do is what I have on hand, which is unbleached coffee filters and a sieve and yeah, so I'm just going to strain them, drain them, get them put into their little bottles for use, and call it a day. So anyway, without any further ado, let's get to draining and straining these tinctures. It's pretty good, all in one take. So yeah, let's get to work. So I've got all the herbs and stuff back here. It sure would have made a much more engaging shot had I had them all out for that nice little intro that I did, but that's okay, you live and you learn, right? So let me get these out. Aren't they looking beautiful? Still in frame good and new. Lemongrass can go there. All right. So these are the herbs that we have soaked in our vodka, and now we're going to extract. So yeah, it's kind of fun. Oh, got our clean bowl and a sieve or strainer. I've got my unbleached coffee filters here. Yeah, so anyway, the fine particulates will get stuck within the coffee filter. If anything spills out over or whatever, it's just going to get caught in the sieve. So nothing gets past the sieve. And then once it's in our clean stainless steel bowl, I will get it into this clean measuring cup, at which point I can pour it into the vials or the receptacles, the little tincture droppers that I've got for this as well. So let me get that going here. Right, so we have our amber glass bottles here. Ooh, aren't these beautiful? So yes, the amber glass bottle with a glass dropper. Now you use amber glass just because I think it helps filter a lot of the sunlight, the UV rays. So anything that's in here that might be sensitive to sunlight isn't deteriorated or damaged as fast as if it were in like a clear glass jar. So for long-term storage, and I think tinctures, correct me if I'm wrong please, but can last for 2 years in a bottle like this if they're kept, you know, out of the sun in a nice, cool, dark environment. So anyway, anything that we can do to help preserve the shelf life of all this hard work that we've done is a really good thing. So I just think that they look super like professional, you know, like you actually know what you're doing, which you know, is a work in progress for me here, but that's okay, I digress. Now, we got a lot of different herbs to do. I want to start probably with the easiest one, which is going to be these hawthorn berries. Now, I don't know, I mean, I probably won't go over each tincture, like what's in each one and like its benefits and those sorts of things. I don't know if there's much interest in that or if it's just more just seeing how to get the juice extracted from the plant material. But anyway, these hawthorn berries are going to be the first ones to come out here, and I better get a close-up shot of that. So let me just move the camera down here. There we go. So these are our hawthorn berries. There we go. Give it a smell. Yep, smells like vodka. Now, the plan is just to pour this through. I hope it doesn't all spill out. Oh, she's trying. Okay. There we go. Now you should be able to see that coming through. Probably for something this thick, what I could have done is just poured it through the strainer. There's nothing that's small enough, I don't think, to get through. But this is a really good extra way to filter out any fine particulate. So I think this is just a waiting game now. All right, now we're starting to get the actual berries out. Once you get down to the plant matter, that's really when squeezing is going to be a big part of it, because you want to try to squish out as much of that liquid as you can. Oh boy, the filter just broke. All right, that's all right. So going with the plan that I should have gone with. Squish that out. Okay, everything into that. There we go. A good little squeeze here. Now, there are lots of different tools and equipment you can get for extracting as much juice as possible. Everything from like a little wine press. I've seen online you can get like a potato ricer. And you put all your plant matter in there and you squish it all out. That comes out well. And there's even like little tincture presses and stuff. But my motto is, don't let perfection be the enemy of the good, Try to do your absolute best if you can, but don't let the fear of not being perfect stop you from even trying. Because not doing something because you're afraid of it, failing, or you're not doing it properly is so much worse than actually trying it and not being successful. That's my little spiel. But anyway, these feel pretty good. See, there's not much juice left in any of them berries anyway. So anyway, that's what we're left with. And then down here is our tincture. So that's 1 down, 9 to go. Once we are satisfied with the squishing process, what you can do with all of your leftover plant material is just put it to the side here, and then that makes a great addition to our compost pile. So anyway, nothing goes to waste. It'll go back into the garden and add everything that it needs to it. So the final step here, said that nicely, is to get this liquid into these little bottles. Now I didn't think far enough ahead, so ideally a funnel would have been fantastic for this, but I don't have one. So I'm going to do my best to transfer the liquid into this measuring cup and then transfer it into those little squeezers. So let me try here. This isn't so hard. There we go. Looks good. Perfect. The difficult part is going to be getting it in these bottles, but I've got a catch basin here that I can use if I need it. Oh my gosh. So pro tip, get a funnel. Let's see here, this might end up everywhere, but that's okay. And that wasn't so bad actually, but holy smokes. Let's put you here, buddy. Okay, dropper number 2. There we go. A few drips out of that one, but that's okay. All cleaned off, and look at that. So I think a funnel would have been a huge help for sure, but honestly that worked out pretty good. Now look, you get all that sucked up there. That's fantastic. That's just so cool. The fun thing is you can literally just do this at home, and make your own medicine, which is great. Now, the last thing that you want to do is, before you start moving on to too many things, the last thing you want to do before you move on to too many new things is, like I say, make sure that you label these, because once they get in here, they look very similar. That is, you don't really want to mix them up too much. But anyway, so we'll get those labeled, and then we'll get these other ones pressed. But before, make sure you clean out all of this stuff, right? We don't want any cross-contamination. So I'm going to get all my utensils cleaned out, and then I'll just probably rip through these next 9 here. So yeah, I'll meet you on the other side. Our cinnamon is next. Last one here. This is our lemongrass, and I wash it between each herb, of course. There we go. And there, pour it into the measuring cup. Well, there we go. So pretty straightforward as to how I got everything, I guess, taken care of or processed here. Learned some things as we went. Those coffee filters worked really, really well. But I found they were a little slow, and that if you give them any pressure to squeeze them, they would just burst. So cheesecloth is a great alternative to that. I just didn't have any on hand today. So I found with my pouring and straining and squishing method, they got pretty much exactly what I was expecting to get out of each one, so I'm happy with the results there. And yeah, it was just a great, quick little video, really. Well, hopefully it's quick if I can edit it down to something that's decent. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave it there for now. I'd like to probably go back just for my own, I guess, learning and my own retention. Maybe go through each one of the tinctures, the herbs, their benefits, their uses, why I did them. I felt like if I was to explain each one in this video, it would be way too long. So yeah, let me know if that's something that you'd like to watch and to learn with me as I do it. That'd be great. But yeah, probably leave it there. Just wanted to again thank everybody so much for last week. It was just surreal. It was incredible. Like every time I would check the page for our numbers and stuff like that, it seemed like more people had subscribed. The numbers were just going up and up at a crazy rate. It's just so encouraging and exciting to watch all you new guys come here and check us out and stick around too. And all you old guys too, not age old, but those who have been here for a while. Appreciate you guys just as much. So anyway, just yeah, a huge thank you. Really appreciate all the support that I've been getting. That is probably where I'll leave it. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you have anything that you'd like me to work on, or if there's something that I can improve upon, please let me know. I'm not going to take it personally. You guys have been so kind to me already, just in the corrections and the insight, and learning from you has been fantastic as well. So feel free, love to have those conversations. But yeah, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day with whatever it is you get up to, and I'll catch you guys later. So until then, take care and bye.